2 years ago, Minnesota was 7-0, came into Tampa with their only regular season loss. 4 years ago, Minnesota was 5-1, came into Tampa. They lost the game, but Tampa Bay wondering if they could do it again against 7-0 Vikings. Tampa at 3-4 needs a win in a hurry, and Warren Sapp of the Bucs defense certainly took control.
And what a dominant play this is early on to set the tone for your football team. Just destroys the offensive lineman in front of him, runs through, forces the turnover. Tampa Bay's ball going in.
So when the defense forces turnover and gives Sean King a short field, what could happen? Keyshawn Johnson powering through Chris Dishman. 7-0 Bucs. Warren Sapp, oh yeah. With a score of 7-3 after Gary Anderson field goal, Sean King. This is why Tony Dungy says he's our quarterback. To Warwick Dunn, 23 yards, 14-3, Buccaneers.
Well, you've got the matchup you want. You've got Warwick Dunn on linebacker, Ed McDaniel. Ed McDaniel is going to see Jaquez Green in the slot flash in front of him. He stops for just a second, and that's long enough for Warwick Dunn to get wide open for the score.
So 14-3 Tampa Bay. Dante Culpepper, 7 for 7 in his NFL. So Randy Moss, are you kidding me with this one-handed catch? 14-10.
I don't even know if you comment on this. You just enjoy his athleticism.
Oh, my God. Touchdown, Minnesota. Their offense has got no criticism with plays like that. For Tony Dungy's offense, they're trying to redefine who they are. But today, they defined it in a different way because Sean King to Keyshawn for 23 yards. 3 plays later, and this underutilized, pretty good pass-catching tight end Dave Moore beats the double coverage 20 yards, 21-10 Bucs. King would have 4 touchdown passes today to the chagrin of Dennis Green. The score 21-10 second quarter. You saw Warren Sapp. This is Derek Brooks making the big play. The 2 biggest players on the defense, along with Lynch, make the play. Touchdown, Brooks. 28-10 Tampa Bay after the hit by 53 Shelton Quarles.
Key to this play is everybody on the same page. Brooks knows the blitz is coming. He knows that he can keep that tight coverage at the line of scrimmage. Ball thrown up for grabs. Pressure on Culpepper. Easy score for Derek Brooks.
Monty Kiffin, the defensive coordinator, says we have everybody's number today. We know exactly what Minnesota's doing. ET doesn't need to phone home. Vikings trail 34-13. Culpepper. Here's another one of those big defensive players, been quiet for a while. Donnie Abraham. He Isaacs his way down the field. Sapp, happy. 4th, Randy Moss, not happy. Unfortunate issue here. He touches Lloyd McPeters, the official, on the arm, and it bumps his cap with the helmet. He's called out, tossed out of the game. And, well, there will be days like this for the Vikings. Although they move along up until the last weekend in October. But it's the Buccaneers that look like the team that many of us thought they might. Winning by the count of 41-13. We told you about King's touchdown passes, and every now and then you got to sit back and listen to your head coach.
Coach talked to us last night and said, you know, visualize yourself being the one that made the plays, because every time we played this ball club, it's always winding to 4 or 5 plays. And, you know, I got a one-on-one rush with, you know, Lucina, and I put a good move on him, and Dante's right there in front of me, and I hit him and knocked the ball loose, and, you know, just started a fight from that point on. And Keyshawn punches it in for us, and we just rolled from that point on. Everybody kept pouring gas on the fire, and we played a real good game today.
Being able to talk to Coach Dungy and talk to Sean King and talk to Les Steckel and tell them, you know, you got to let 19 and 28 eat. Let us eat till we fall to our face. And that's what they did today. They let us eat, and then we got everybody else involved, and it worked for us.
We missed an opportunity to go undefeated and win the World Championship at 20-0. That's the only thing that we lost out on. That's the only way our mindset works. We'll let Tampa and Tony take care of them, and we'll let me and our team take care of ourselves.